The macadamia nut, one of my favorite nuts on keto. Why? Well, per cup, it has a great amount of fat, it has a low amount of carb, and actually somewhat low protein. And that's actually good when you're doing a ketogenic diet, because I'm always trying to find things to eat that are fattier that don't necessarily have too much protein, because I'm usually going to do animal fat for my protein, but then I need to add some fat to increase the ratios to have a little more fat than protein. So this is just a nut that has the most fat of any nuts. Okay, monounsaturated fats, 79 grams. That's huge, okay? Monounsaturated versus polyunsaturated. These are the ones that create the oxidation, the artery problems, the inflammation. These don't, okay? So this is pro-inflammatory, this is not. And this only has like 2 grams, so this is a really good ratio. It has 16 grams of saturated fat. Let me just put that down right here. Net carb of 7 grams. So we're allowed 30 to 50 grams. So we're just dealing with 7 grams for 1 cup. That's pretty good. All right, protein is 11 grams. One thing about macadamia nuts, I've noticed that you want to really make sure you buy fresh, because sometimes I've purchased them in the past and they've probably been sitting on the shelf for a very long time. They're kind of rancid, even though they have a very long shelf life. So, you just want to make note of that. Also realize that macadamia nuts are toxic to dogs, just like xylitol is. It can make them weak. They can also develop what's called hind limb paralysis, okay? So don't let your dogs consume this nut. Number 1, very high in fat, low in carb, love it. Number 2, increase in omega-7 fats, okay? Which has an effect of increasing your HDL and decreasing your LDL. It can also help stabilize glucose, improve insulin sensitivity, so it's going to help your blood sugars, and even decrease inflammation. Also, these nuts are high in B1. I mean, it has massive amounts of B1, copper, good amounts of manganese, magnesium, and iron, and B6, and many other nutrients. So a really good thing would be to have a little handful of macadamia nuts right after a meal, just to help you feel more satisfied. Hey, before you go real quick, I have a course entitled How to Bulletproof Your Immune System. It's a free course. I want you to take it. And here's why. Here's you. Here is your environment. Everyone is focused on this over here, avoiding your environment. But what about here? What about strengthening your immune system? That's what's missing. This course will show you how to bulletproof yourself, and so you can tolerate and resist your environment much better by strengthening your own immune system. I put a link down in the description right down below. Check it out and get signed up today.